Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul and we are here for a pop-up reading. I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever you've joined us, and I am so glad you are here. Today's pop-up is going to be a little bit different than my traditional styles. It's going to be rather unstructured and centered around this card here. Now, on rare occasion, sometimes a card sort of slips through the cracks while I'm doing my cleanup sessions, when I'm done filming readings. Whenever I'm done filming a reading, I always do a good cleanup a good cleanup session, shuffle the cards back together, make sure I find everything, clean up the area, and do a good reset before I film another reading. This one, while I was cleaning, happened to fall like upside down and somehow like in my bed frame. I don't know how it got there. I don't know how it ended up doing such a thing. But the second I saw it and went to pick it up, I felt a really strong indication that this is meant to be a part of another reading for someone. And given that it has such an important message to it, I definitely feel that's the case. So if you are here, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, so I trust it will find you when it's meant to. We have right person, wrong time. So this is going to be a big one. This is going to be a heavy one, I feel. We're talking about somebody who is believing essentially that you were the right person for them, but maybe it's the wrong time. This person could be coming back into your life. They might have a desire to come back into your life, or it could even be vice versa. Maybe this is somebody that you attribute to be the one that got away. Maybe you've been thinking about reaching back out to this person. Or it could even be that maybe you ran into this person recently and universe is wanting to give you an indicator of how things are going to go this time around. We're going to start with the tarot, and I'm going to start getting more details out for you guys. And I'm excited for this one. I feel like it's going to be a good one today. All right. So talk to me about this right person, wrong time situation. What information can you give me, please, spiritual team? Okay, we have the Fool. Okay, so that's a very, very strong message that there's a new beginning coming with whoever this person is. Okay. Wow, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, give me more info. Give me more. Okay, wow. That just spiderwebbed really quickly. All right. Okay. So, I also want to note that the Knight of Wands kind of wanted to come out, but it was a little picky, but I see how it relates to the message, so I'm just going to leave it out also for aesthetic purposes, but I will be touching on that energy as well. So here's the scoop. This is going to be a very specific message. If it doesn't resonate, you're welcome to pick a different reading on my channel, scroll through my pop-up reading playlist and see if any call out to you, because this probably won't be for everyone. I'm seeing a situation where you and this person that we're talking about here today, you had a really strong connection to each other, and I don't think that connection has ever fully faded. But someone in this connection, whether it was you or them, for most of you, I feel that it's them, but if it's roles reversed, you can flip the script here, chose another connection for whatever reason. I think passions got the better of them. Maybe there was already a third party dynamic when the two of you met, like somebody could have already been in another relationship or married, or the situation could have been complicated. But what I'm seeing here is that someone in the connection chose another party. The other person chose to be single and stay alone, okay? So to keep things easy, so I'm not jumping through, a million different scenarios, I'm going to read with the assumption that it was your person, this person, that chose the third party, and it was you that chose to be single. If it was the other way around, just flip the script as I'm reading. Just want to keep things easy for everyone here. And for most of you, I feel like that's the scenario anyways. So just to be clear about that. things were really good. Things were going great between you and this person. You really felt like there was a super, super strong connection. I mean, your physical connection was off the charts. Your emotional connection was super strong. The chemistry was just very intense. You felt just really good with each other. You felt this deep connection, this deep intuitive connection with one another. But for whatever reason, this third party situation got the best of the two of you. It could have even been that the third party situation wasn't even with another romantic party. It could have been simply the timing of it. Maybe the spiritual, or it wasn't spiritually right at that time. Both of you had separate lessons you needed to learn apart from each other before it was meant to come into full alignment. I also just heard overseas and then job. So somebody might have gotten an offer for a job that was overseas or really long distance, while the other person might have been really committed to their current job, their current career or housing situation, and so it just didn't time out for this connection to continue. Somebody felt like they had to go do something else for a period of time that was in their highest good. But this connection has still remained really strong no matter how much time and space has been between the two of you. It was just a third party situation, put up a block, whether that was with another person or if it was a job or travel, or, you know, the divine intervened and said, you have separate lessons you need to learn apart from each other before we can bring this connection into union. That's what happened here. And I'm seeing that someone chose, more than likely you chose to remain single or to stay alone, and this person more than likely was the one that chose the third party option, whether that was a person or a decision or whatever it was. They chose the third party. For some of you, it was that they let their passions get the better of them. Okay, with this Knight of Wands, they let their passions get the better of them. If it was like third party, you know, temptation to stay in a relationship they were already a part of, or maybe they were choosing between a few different options with you. And this connection could have felt overwhelming. Speaking of overwhelming, hi Wally, come here. I can tell you're gonna be chatty, so you just come on my lap while we talk then, and I'll pet you. Okay, anyway, Wally's gonna be on my lap for a minute, you guys, so he doesn't get too vocal. Anyway, it could be like if this person chose another party over you, that connection felt easier or more familiar to them. It could have been karmic in nature too. Karmic connections are super hard to separate yourself from. If you've ever been through one before, you know that that's the case. They, even if they don't feel the best, even if the lessons being learned in those connections are really difficult, challenging, and tough, they can be really hard to break away from unless you do a lot of healing and self-work and spiritual cleansing. So it could have been a situation like that too, where this person was like feeling like they couldn't break away from that karmic energy. It just wasn't time for it yet. And you were more than likely the one that chose to remove yourself from the situation or stay alone or do your inner work. And basically I see you focusing on yourself, not pursuing other relationships or connections, but really just focusing on the self. And again, if it's roles reversed, take it as such. Now let's get to the good stuff. Okay, that was mostly just for confirmation of the situation to make sure that was for your reading, basically. What I'm seeing here is that this person is coming back in, or maybe they recently already have entered the picture and that's why you're here. You're wondering where this is going, what's going on here. I'm seeing a new beginning, really. And if you haven't communicated with this person yet, it's probably going to happen relatively soon with the Knight of Swords. You might receive an unexpected phone call or text message from them. I do think it would be phone communication is how they would reach you first, whether it's through social media, text, a phone call, not necessarily just like bumping into each other around town, although that could also be the case. And if it's not coming from them, I feel like it's you. You're going to have a strong, urgent desire to just hit them up and see how they're doing or check in on them. Or maybe you're going to see something happened on their social media and you're going to say, hey, it's been a while, XYZ, how are you doing? I saw this happen. Is everything okay? How are you doing? Something like that. But there's definitely going to be a second chance that comes in, and it's likely going to be through online communication first or phone communication. I am seeing things working out better this time. We have the 10 of Cups and we have the World. There's an end of the past cycle. The two of you have grown since your last union with each other, since your last interactions with one another. Both of you have closed out a lot of really, really significant cycles that weren't serving you. You've learned really important lessons. You've healed a lot. You've grown a lot. And that's why this connection is coming back around again, because you are now in alignment with each other again, in a better way. So I see things working out favorably. Let's see what else we can get out for you. Give me a moment here, you guys, because I kind of want to see how this is all going to go down. I just want to be a little bit nosy and see how this is all going to go down. Okay. So how is this all going to come together then? Talk to me about the next chapter of this connection, please. Talk to me about the next chapter. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, I think you and this person are going to be having some tough conversations, but really needed ones to heal. You know what? Because then we have the Hierophant coming out as well. You know what I think this is? For some of you, you're going to be reaching out to each other to get closure because you haven't been able to forget each other. You haven't been able to let go of this connection. Someone's wanting closure. Someone's wanting resolution. Or someone is wanting to prove to the other that they've changed since the two of you were together last, talking last. So you're going to be having some really, my goodness, my nose, you guys. You're going to be having some really important, borderline heavy and difficult to have conversations, but it's going to be such a healing process for the two of you. You're going to feel like you emerged from those conversations feeling so much lighter, so much better. And you're going to see changes in one another that maybe you never saw coming, really good changes for the better. And I see you really bonding over that experience. It's like you're going to be reflecting. It's almost like the two of you have been apart for so long that you've become different people, but in a really good way. And you're coming together to talk about your lives, what's happened in your lives since you were in each other's lives on a regular basis, since the separation started. You're coming together to talk about it, talk about everything you've learned, how you've grown, what you've been through, what you've gone through. And it's going to feel like such a healing experience for both of you. It's like you're gonna feel like a team, like you've taken on the world together even though you were apart the whole time. This is wild. And things are gonna start to escalate really quickly after you have these conversations. It's gonna start to move really quickly. For some of you, you may have a child with one another. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate, but there is a pregnant woman depicted here on the Empress card, and the Empress does also talk about that in tarot. But it could also just be creating something new, bringing life back into this connection, this relationship. And I do see this leading towards being a relationship, not just like a friendship or a situationship. I do see this leading towards a romantic direction with each other. But first comes the hard stuff. First comes the tough conversations, the difficult things to talk about. Reliving your lives with each other, talking about the past, talking about your lives since you went into separation, and then coming together as a team and moving things forward really quickly. So that is what I am seeing here. If this message is finding you, right person, wrong time. That's all I can say. It was the right person for you. It's just you needed time apart for a period of time. It just wasn't the time when the two of you were together. So let's see what this person would like to say to you right now, if they felt like they could be open and honest. Aside from that, wow, we have I want to start over, and I am recovering, as well as I know you don't feel the same, so give me a second because they fell and I have to pick them up. Okay, And I will clean up my mess in a moment, okay? Give me a second here, you guys. Yeah, and then I just heard life gets a little bit messy sometimes. So I feel like that really applies to this connection too. Life does indeed get a little bit messy sometimes. But it's what you do with that mess that matters. Are you learning from it? Are you growing from it? Are you healing from it? Or are you letting it keep you stuck? All right, let's get a couple more messages from this person, please, spiritual team. Okay, too many, thank you. My intention is that these are messages from your person right now, or I should say this person. So what's going on with them presently? I can tell you they're definitely missing you. They're still stuck on you. First card up was I want to start over, as well as I know you don't feel the same. I'm recovering. So clearly this person has thought about having a fresh start with you already. They could be the one reaching out first for a lot of you. They might already be like gearing up for it and getting ready to reach out to you. And maybe this reading found you as kind of like a warning that that's coming in, because this person's energy is being directed towards you. They're pushing a lot of their energy towards you because they're missing you and they're really thinking about reaching back out to you again. Maybe they're concerned that you don't feel the same way about them as you did in the past, and that's a normal and very valid concern to have, especially if it's been a long time since the two of you have spoken. And you've become new people, you've gone through life experiences. Maybe you don't feel the same way, maybe you do, but that's something they think about. They're recovering from something. This could be an emotional wound. Maybe they went through a really difficult time. This could also be them being in recovery, like if they had some kind of an addiction or something, maybe they're healing from that. They've been going to therapy, getting counseling, getting some kind of treatment done, or like physical ailment. Maybe they also had like a physical problem. You know, they could have broken their leg, or, you know, they're recovering some kind of physical ailment as well. That was really difficult for them to go through, but they're in the process of healing and recovering some kind of wound, whether that's emotional, mental, or physical. They missed you. I don't think they ever showed you how much they really loved you or how sad they really were for you to leave their life. I think that was incredibly difficult for your person, but maybe you never actually saw their tears. You never saw how much they were grieving the loss of this connection. And then I don't know what comes next. I think your person, because I want you so badly, it's like your person wants to reach out to you. They want to start over with you. They don't know how you're going to respond though fully, but it's like they want to try anyway. It's like they feel like they have to do this. So for most of you, I feel like it's this person that's going to reach out first. Or if you reach out first, I think they're going to be pretty receptive to that. And I'm not telling you what to do. I think at the end of the day, you should, you know, make the decisions you think are best for you. But that's what the cards are saying, you guys. I'm going to set this to the side now. We're going to get tiles and charms out. This is for, oh, hey, hello. This is for extra confirmation, information, and insight. So you might see their initials, their name, important words or locations or symbols. Just take it as extra confirmation if you see anything, okay? Two eyes. Did you see that? Two tiles fell out and both of them are eyes. So somebody's name could definitely start with an I. Just out of curiosity, it's a G. Okay. Gigi, somebody's name could be Gigi. Oop. All right, so we have G, I, R, B, H, V, and I. I'm going to get like a couple more, I feel. So give me a second. Okay, we have W. That was more than I planned. T, D, D, and A coming out here. So if you need a minute to see what comes out for you, you're welcome to. I'm going to leave these over here to the side and straighten it up a little bit. I'm not seeing anything, but oh, I'm seeing bird. Actually, birds could be important to this connection. Maybe somebody has a pet bird. Yeah, somebody could have a pet bird, or they're important symbols. Pay attention to the birds you see and the spiritual meanings behind them. Okay. Oh, I thought I had more in my hand than that, but that's fine. We'll leave it. We have a cross charm. Somebody could be Christian, or there could be religious differences here in this connection. We also have a cactus. That could be a location potentially. Somebody could live in the desert or live in a desertous area. Or maybe that's where you're going to run into this person or travel to see this person or something. That was a hare, you guys. And then the flamingo just came out. Or like a tropical place, like a warm place. There's something about a warm climate coming through that could be important here. Maybe that's where you originally met this person, or those could be important symbols. We did also have bird come out, and I said pay attention to the birds you see. So flamingos might be symbols for this connection going forward. Okay. All right, let's get out a couple personal messages just for you now. Get out a couple of personal messages. What decks do I feel drawn to today? Actually, you know what? Speaking of birds, let's get a couple of feather cards out for you. I feel like that's quite fitting. Now, these next two messages are intended to be just for you. It doesn't have to relate to this connection. Take it if it does. Leave it if it doesn't. I do this to kind of like help you reset your energy and your focus back on yourself again. So if you would like, you can also pause the video, take a couple deep breaths, grab a glass of water, whatever you would like to do, okay? So message number 1 is the meadowlark. Smile. You will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Okay, you also have the kingfisher. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Okay. And then last but not least, your affirmation of the day. I'm holding it up so you can affirm it with me if you would like to. You can do that by commenting it down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I choose to feel calm and relaxed right now. This is an excellent exercise of letting go. Put one hand on your heart and feel your heart beating. Take 3 deep breaths and slowly come back to your normal breathing. While doing so, just let go. Beautiful, you guys. I am going to leave this reading here. I did just look up and I can barely see the time on my phone right now, but I swear to you guys, I just looked up and I saw 22:22. I had to like sit up in my chair to do a double take to make sure that's actually what I saw, and it was. So bonus confirmation for you. Be on the lookout for angel number 222. That represents balance, unity, harmony, love, connection, relationships, union. I actually have that on my tattoo. So maybe tattoos could also be important to this connection. This person could have tattoos, or maybe you do, or maybe the two of you have matching tattoos or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you again so much for joining. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.